Welcome back to the channel, boys and girls. My name is Dustin Apple, and right down here is the subscribe box. You're going to want to hit that because we do a lot of boat fabrication here, and I teach y'all how to do it as well as maintain your rig. So if that interests you, well, you're going to want to come back. So, like, I'm serious. Go ahead and hit that. Today we're talking about boat latches, okay? How to mount boat latches. Now, if you're not using this style of latch, that's fine. The way they mount is going to be pretty similar, but this is a standard, what I would consider an industry standard when it comes to boat latches. The brand on this is Whitecap, okay? And you can get it in black, white, chrome, black with chrome, white with chrome, whatever you want. Just make sure that when you buy it, that it comes with the cam as well. The whole package is, going to be a little bit more expensive, but lots of times these are sold individually without the cam. So make sure you know what you're buying. If you're using just a slam latch, well, you're going to have to locate your hole as well. So as you can see, we're talking about aluminum lids. All right, these are lids that I built, and there's a couple different ways to make the hole to mount these. If you've got a fiberglass boat and for some reason you need to pop a hole in some fiberglass, well, about your only option is going to be a hole saw. And this is going to take a big one. For my other tool over here, I'm using 63 millimeter, and I've got a 2.5 inch. So 2.5, 2 7/16 is pretty much going to be what you're going to need. My other tool over here, which is specifically designed for metal, is a knockout tool. Now you can get knockout tools, eBay, Amazon, Harbor Freight. You can get a Chinese model like this, or you can buy a very expensive American version. That's up to you. But here's the die or the punch, okay? This is, like I said, a 63 millimeter, and we need to drill a pilot hole first. You see the center of that is about 3/4 of an inch, and that's going to be the center of where our latch is going to be. Then we'll put our knockout tool on there, start clamping on it with hydraulic pressure. It will sandwich this together and literally drive this through our lid and make a perfect hole. I like this tool a lot because there's no cleanup, there's no marring, there's no scarring, there's no hang on to this for dear life and try not to break your wrist sort of scenario. You all know what I'm talking about. So we need to get a short little measurement here first, and from the bend we're looking at right about 3/4 of an inch, and then the end of the cam buckle, or the end of the cam, is offset 1.25 inches to where the edge of our hole is going to be. So I'm going to lift my lid up, start out by measuring how deep our channel is. And our channel is 1 3/8 deep. All right. So with the lid closed, I come right here, and my first mark is going to be right here at 1 3/8. All right. That will locate the edge that we're trying to hit. All right. Now on our lids, we want to take, and I'll just drop down and we'll start here at this 3/4 and 1.25 inch mark. Okay. So here's the corner of our lid, or the corner of our frame, right? So I want 3/4 to just barely miss that, and I want 1.25 inch to go ahead and go underneath that frame. So that is my mark right there. And then also our offset from that 3/4 to the edge of our hole will go from here back 3/4, and then right here will be the edge of our hole. All right. So since we know that, let's get a little more tape measure out here. Since we know that our hole is 2 7/16 across from here to here, then we need our center hole, which be from the edge from this will be 1 inch and 7/32. That's how we locate our hole. And when we get it done, get it mounted, it will be sitting right there like that. Any variations in the frame will vary on the offset required. But if everything is the same and you're doing multiple latches, then we can measure our offset from the edge of our lid to the center mark of where our lid's going to be. And as you can see, that's right at 3 inches. So I went ahead and I measured my lid this way and centered it up here. And then I know moving forward on frameworks that are the same, I can do a 3-inch offset from the edge of my lid, and that's where all of my latches are going to be to keep everything symmetrical. On our knockout tool, I'm going to go ahead and put my die there, put my shaft through the hole, and then go ahead and tighten this down all the way. Hopefully I still got enough oil in this because it's been leaking a little bit, but you can see how it works anyway. Okay, there you go. That's a pretty popped hole. We can go ahead, put our latch in there, and then I want to turn the latch so it actually points towards the framework. Go ahead, put our nut on. Okay, it's fairly snug. And you can see that we can't turn our cam because it's actually hitting the frame. So let's see about doing some camera work here. All I have to do is loosen up the Allen. Okay. And I'll start with half turn increments. Let's go probably 1.5 turns. Try that. I don't want to tighten this down a lot, just because I'm just timing this. Okay, that's still not enough. There you go. I like that. So a big thing to think about as a boat captain, anybody needs to get in a lid, no problem. Teach them how to do it. There's only 2 ways to leave a lid, and that is open, flipped around backwards. That way, you don't have to worry about removing it or, opening it, or you make sure that it stays closed. Don't leave a lid latch open because obviously this is a walking area. Not only a tripping hazard, but these are plastic and they will break. And they're not cheap, so make sure that everybody on the boat knows that you open it, you close it. Well guys, I hope you learned a little something today. We got to use the knockout tool and show you how to locate these lid latches as well as mount them. It's not hard, just a little bit of planning, and that'll help you quite a bit. So if you would, on your way out, don't forget to hit the subscribe box. And if you want to see the rest of this project, well, the playlist is right there, as well as one of my #1 videos and the Introduction to Archery channel. Stay safe, boys. Don't forget to wear those personal flotation devices, and I'll see you out there somewhere shooting fish.